Alright, everybody. I know it's about 2.5 minutes early here, but I figured we'd go ahead and get started. Give me just a second. I'm going to post something here to chat. Where is it?
Guys, I have one word to say to y'all. I believe I landed on a planet that sort of looks like the sun, but you can land on it.
Dude,
There's a bunch
you're
of these.
crashing my stream.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, that's my kid. He's telling me about, or he was trying to tell you all about his Imperial Galactic survival game that he's got going on there. Because he's very excited about it. Alright, let's see here. Give me just a second, folks. We're going to get started in just a moment. I'm just getting a few things together real quick. Things I should have taken care of before I got the stream going here. Alright. Go. Cool. There. Just adding a pinned chat for people who want to join the community and help out, support the channel. Alright, folks. Well, let's go ahead and we're going to just start a new game. And I've benchmarked the game several times now, and I don't know why, but for some reason when I'm in the menu, my mouse is super floaty and stuff. So I'm trying to figure out what graphically is going on there. We're just going to do a new game and get started here. It's got this nice little intro where it goes through like a boot up sequence for the AI and all that stuff, because you're playing as a robot, in case people are not familiar. There we go. Alright, so I might need to turn down my sensitivity a little bit. Let me fix that real quick. I'm going to turn my sensitivity of my mouse down just a hair. Take it down to about, say, 65%. There we go. Okay. Continue. Yeah, that's a bit better. Alright. So we're going to turn on our light. That's just the 6 key to get us a light. It does burn through our robot's batteries a little faster. I'm going to go ahead and show people something that I've noticed some other people who've been streaming / making videos for this haven't been doing. If you just hold down E, it'll pick up everything kind of in front of you that's lootable. Alright. So we gotta left click and grab and open the door here, because we gotta get the power back on.
But it doesn't have to stay that way. Reconnect the power. Bring this place back to life.
Okay, so let's see here. I'm gonna loot all these. There we go. Loot all this. So these are like some of the little robots you can encounter. Just figured I'd show you all that. We can drop it back off there. So this is the battery, so we're gonna use that to get the power back on. And let's see here. We need to find a power cable. Let's see here. That's another robot. I haven't seen those yet. We didn't get the door open. There we go. Alright. Now we got some batteries and some cables. There we go. This is what we are. This guy here. You were one of these things. I set him back on his bed there. Stay. Good bud. Alright. Let's get that power back on, though. So, first things first, you need to come over here. We're going to connect a power cable to this, and then one to the battery. There we go. And then we flip this switch here.
Good work, caretaker.
It's got the lights back on in here.
And
We can even come in here and press the little light switches and get the lights back on in the rooms.
We've lingered here long enough.
We're also going to turn the light back off.
Head to the docking hangar. There's something important there, waiting to show us our path.
Let's see here. Get some lights in here.
Confirm electrical flow. Ensure nutrient delivery continues without interruption.
Just seeing if there's anything of value in here. Now, one of these doors is just like a loot room. I think it's this one. Any door like this that doesn't have a handle, you have to get the power restored to that area before you can open the door. Oh yeah, see, this is the one that's got like this little robot, or it's got not a little robot, but it's got a dead robot, but it's got a collectible item. And these collectibles are apparently important for a story purpose later on. Let's see here. Seeing if I can see anything in here. Nope, not really. Okay, we got everything out of there. Alright. And you see all this like debris on the floor that says you can pick up? That's useful for later, because you can eventually recycle that stuff. And we're coming down here. Lots more of these robots who didn't quite make it. I'm going to grab some of these extra parts. And these cables are very important, and we do have an inventory. Go to tab, it opens up, and you can see that little toy we picked up. Timmy, it's a memory item, so you don't want to recycle these, you want to keep it. You know. And then there's the cables we've got, which it's kind of measured in like how many feet or meters of cable you have, I should say. And these consumable batteries we've been picking up, we can use to recharge our own batteries if we need to, or we can plug ourselves into a normal just power grid. We got another collectible teddy bear. We're going to loot them. There we go. And we're going to go into here. There we go. We're going to pick up these batteries. And this is how you heal yourself. And then we just connect it to ourselves. You can see it's fixing up our little green bar down there at the bottom. There we go. And then we just drop it and it sucks back in. And then if we want to make a save, same concept with this thing. We're going to say backup, and we'll just overwrite backup 1. Yep. There we go. And that's how you save the game. We turn the lights on just because we can. Alright. So now what we have to do is we have to get through this door, which is just moving all the boxes and stuff out of the way. And it's basically showing you can pick up stuff, and that some things are going to be heavier than others. You know, eventually we'll be able to, like, dismantle / recycle all this stuff. Come on. Trying to move 2 at once here. There we go. Alright. And there. Cool. So now we can open this up. Beautiful. And we'll go ahead and turn the power on in here. Okay, don't leave the light. And we're going to look for all the lootables we can get, because, you know, it's helpful. And we need all the little extra bits. Now, you can call the elevator down by pressing this button. And you can just ride the elevator up. I'm going to go up the ladder, because there's actually a bunch of lootables, or there's a few lootable items on the different levels. So we're just going to go up here and grab these real quick. And I know all this because I played the demo. And the demo is basically just this base that we're at currently. There's nowhere else. You can see other places in the demo, but you can't get to them. And this is the actual early access version of the game, which means we can actually go to those places now. Let's see, there's this little plant up here. That's one of the memory items. And extra batteries are always good to have. There we go. Pick something real quick. Cool. Alright. I was just checking something on my end real quick. There we go. Alright. But here we are. Second. Again. Get this so I can see my chat again. There we go. Cool. Alright. Now we're going to go on up. And we should be able to turn the lights on up here. Good. Yeah, it's pulling from the power down below. Let me turn on the lights. Just okay. So there's nothing in that corner. Second again. Gonna fix some audio on my end. There we go. All right. Cool. We're good. All right. Keep forgetting. There we go. All right. Now, kind of the threat in the game is this. You see this thing here? That's kind of the problem that we're having to deal with. So basically, as far as I can tell, whatever this is has messed up the planet. and humanity's basically gone. So we're gonna get it. We're gonna hit number 5, get out our wrench, and we're gonna hit this thing here. So we hit C, and it's got these little pots in it. And there we go. And we can also loot that. And we can hit C again. Come on. There we go. And we can loot all that. Nice. Alright, now we're going to press 5. Put this thing away. Because that's our repair tool. You can also use it for melee. Theoretically, you also just have a regular melee with this crowbar. But I've heard mixed reviews on it. Some people don't like it. Some people do. Alright, so this is the room we were trying to get to. Come on. Alright, bud. I need you to move. Sorry, Mr. Robot, you didn't make
Here
it.
she is, your vessel. More than just metal and circuits. It's your freedom. This boat is how you'll reclaim the seas, and perhaps even your identity.
Yeah, so another kind
The
of...
dock systems are offline. Without
Yep.
them, we're
I'll let it
trapped
finish
here.
talking here.
Restore the power, caretaker, so we can sail again.
Right. So, one of the things that's kind of going on here is apparently we don't remember like what's going on as a bot. We just kind of woke up. And we do level up, so it does have some, you know, leveling stuff. So, skills. This is basically your technology tree. So, you come in here, you can unlock pieces of technology. And we're going to want a couple things. Like, one, we're going to want this thing, which is a solar panel. So we can generate power. We're going to want these cables. And we're definitely going to want, like, this cable extender. But I think I'm going to go for the dismantling tool first this time. Oh, wait, we still have one more point. In that case... Okay, so that one's free. It doesn't cost any points. In that case, I'm going to go for this cable extender then. Cable extender, very important. Alright. And then enhancers is basically improvements to your chassis. So here's our chassis. This is our bot. And this is like, you know, extra power in your personal battery. You know, improved power efficiency. You know, faster repairing and dismantling. You know, pressure increases, you know, how far down we can go. Engineering, this is our build time and, you know, material consumption. Carrying capacity. Or sorry, lifting capacity and efficiency. And then, like, carrying capacity. So, we've kind of spread our points out. I'm probably going to focus a bit more on, like, power management, because obviously power is kind of our big thing here. We are a bot, after all. We're going to take this portable... See this thing here? This is a portable battery. It's basically holding a bunch of stuff. Let's go get my flashlight on so we can actually see what we're doing. So it's got some power in it, so we're going to take that with us, just because it's useful. We're going to store these on the boat. Because there's a number of these scattered around here. These are kind of good, like, single-use, emergency, you know... batteries, you know, got a little bit extra storage in them. And this is like how you can get down into the water down there, because there is stuff in the water. I found a couple things down there in the demo. All right, we're gonna drop that because we want this cable. There's lots of little like bits and, you know, gear and resources to find around. There's also even a few enemies around if you look around carefully. We're going to hop over that. Here we go. I'm going to take this down to the boat real quick. There we go. I'm just going to kind of store these away because our boat has a storage area for things. We're going to set that down. That's like our engine. We're going to fix that here in a bit. Going to open this up. There we go. I'm going to take this and go put this in our storeroom here. Because we have this nice little storeroom back here. I'm going to put that. There we go. Yep, we got some parts right there. Okay, now the thing we have to be careful about is this, and I know this from having played the demo, seen some other people make this same mistake. I'm going to loot all this, but this grate has some enemies in it, so we're going to have to be careful with that. We're going to go ahead and hop up in here and deal with them. Before they become a problem. There they are. They don't do a lot of damage, they will build up, and they will eat your boat. go. I think we got them all. And they also drop, you know, biolite, which is some sort of, you know, organic compound, which you can refine into other materials. This comes into one of the story elements later on, I think. Because at some point you're going to start trying to restore humanity. I imagine that's when all the extra biomaterials are going to become important. And then here's some more story items there. We got a teddy bear and some children's drawings. Crouch. Nope, that isn't crouch. Crouch is control. Oh, there we go. Had to remember what the keys were for doing things. Alright, but here we go. So we have to get towards the outer dock outlet. Basically, we have to come around here. We're going to have to figure out how to get said boat out. So let's go up there. The other thing we're going to do is I'm going to grab this power cable. We can pick up this power cable. And this is something I noticed a lot of other people not realizing. If you hold Q, it puts the cable in your inventory. A lot of people... That's not what I wanted. There we go. A lot of people I've noticed have been missing that feature. So, just something to be aware of, folks. You know, when you got extra cables like that, and you just want to store them, press and hold Q. Let's see here. Do we have the stuff to repair this real quick? No, we still need more plastic and more iron. Okay. So we're going to have to repair that. That's our diesel engine. Alright, but I am going to finish storing up these little battery canisters real quick on the boat. Because the boat's kind of our mobile base. Everything we're going to do long term is going to be revolved around this boat. There we go. Is there anything in the output? No. Okay. I can remember if there's like little bits of loot left in the output. But alright, so let's work our way upstairs now. We've dealt with the blob menace down here. They are a bit of a menace. So I want to get the power restored down here. So notice, see this one? It has that power thing, but if it has a handle, we can open it. We can basically force it open. I'm just making sure I'm grabbing all the like little random treasure pieces. Or not treasure, but recyclables. There we go. Okay, let's continue on. So we don't have power in here. I'm going to grab those. We need to get into this room for stuff, but this one doesn't have handles, so we're going to have to fix the power. We're going to go up here. And we have another room, no handles, that we need to get into. And this is why learning about the vents was important earlier, because there's our vent. Entrance. We're going to climb through this vent. Here we go. Actually, I do think I'll keep my repair tool out, because it makes it good. There we go. Alright. Let's grab all the parts over here. We're going to need them, because we got to repair this guy. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and just, for future, we're going to connect this cable to this. That's not what I wanted. You can connect yourself to things. There we go, and we were going to go connect that to there. And we're going to go ahead and connect this one to this one. And I can grab all this. And I'm just going and pre-planning a little bit. There we go. So that gives us all those extra parts. A few extra batteries here. The other thing we're going to do real quick is we're going to top ourselves off. So our battery's getting a little low too. There we go. Alright. And then we're also going to go ahead and go over here and get this repaired. Because this is how we restore power. And so we just needed 4 iron for that. We just left click with our wrench. And there we go. And we can just come over here. Get extra cable to that. And to here. Flip the switch. And there we go. Look at all that power. And then to give us a quick little shortcut back around. We can do that, and we can turn our light off to save some power.
These waters were once pathways, carrying life, purpose, and discovery. Something awaits you out there, ready to
Guess
be
what,
reclaimed.
Daddy?
What's up, bud?
I warped to a whole nother galaxy.
Probably solar systems, what you mean, bud.
Well, yeah, solar system.
There you go. Because it's one giant galaxy in that game, bud.
Well, it says galaxy map.
Yeah, because you're looking at a map of the galaxy, dude.
Oh. So
Yeah.
it's to another solar system.
Yeah, within that same galaxy. And see now that door is open, so now we can come out here. There's even some scrap I missed. So there we go. All right, but what we're gonna do now is we're actually gonna go up this way. And I'll show you why I went ahead and connected this giant long cable to that grid downstairs. So let's go ahead and turn the lights on in here just so we can see a little better. There's some little bits of scrap in here. But the reason I did that is because if we go out this door, there's one teddy bear out here that we want. And something they've also added is, they used to, the only enemies we saw were like the little blobby things. But if we watch, you might see one swim by. Something they've definitely added is there's now enemies in the water out here. So let's go ahead and deal with this blob. Come on. Come on. There we go. Stop it. There we go. Got it all. Cool. And this is definitely like some bioorganic situation. We're going to drop that because this goes down back into the dock where we just were. So it's another shortcut. We're starting to get a little heavy. That's what that's telling us. A bunch of these little guys are up here running around. Eventually we can get ranged weapons. There we go. Alright, so let's get this. We're going to connect that to there. Connect this one to here. Get our wrench out. Gonna repair this. There we go. And then the other thing we can do, get my light on, because it's getting hard to see out here. Yeah. Come on, bad old bots. Come on, I need to destroy the middle bit. There we go. Get everything? Cool. I'm gonna get rid of this one too. Come on. So I'm guessing humanity was experimenting with either some sort of alien nanotech or something. It got out of hand. There we go. We've leveled up. Alright, let's go into here. Because we're going to want... I think we'll want electric pistol. We're definitely going to want Durapack. And then... like... all of these would be good to have. So let's go ahead and do... let's do the fuel diesel generator for now. And then go into our Hansers, and we're going to go power management a little bit. Take that up to like... we'll take it up to 10. There we go. That way we consume power at 5% slower. Or, yeah, 5% slower. Should be good. And let's go ahead and do... Let's increase our engineering a little bit. And let's increase our battery once more. There we go. Okay, so now... let's see here. And... actually... yeah, let's go over here first. Because we're going to need something. First thing first, we want to take a cable and do this. Because these act like pass-throughs through the walls, basically. Let's get rid of these little guys. There we go. Come on. clear out up here, you little grade goo thing. We can open this up. And then in here, we have basically a crafting system. So this is a recycler, so we can use it to recycle things. I think. Yeah, that's the recycler, and this is the fabricator, so we can use it to fabricate things. And what we can do, we're going to open up this grate here. Gonna pull this out. And then we're going to go into here for a second.
Oh, Daddy, tell
Yes.
me again what Zurax. You can find where Zurax bases on the moon, on moons.
Oh, well, that's just because the Xerax like to build their bases on the moons for resources, bud. Because they're trying to control all the resources. Alright, so this will take us down... I forget where this goes down to. Well, we're not going to go down there, though, because we are running a little low on power, so let's go get ourselves recharged real quick. And also, let's go recycle the materials we've got, because we can use them to fix up some of the solar panels and stuff. And ideally, what we want to do is get power restored to the base. Because we need a lot more power. Because we have to recharge the boat and refuel the boat. Yeah, we're gonna... I'm just grabbing the last of these little bits up here in the surface area. And then this drops down. I think this goes down back to the dock if you fall down through it, but we're not going to drop down there. Alright, let's see here. So first things first, we're going to connect that to ourselves, get charged back up. And then we're going to take this over here to the recycler. And we're going to turn it on. There we go. And this thing does make a terrible racket, so I'm going to turn the volume from the game down a little bit for you guys. Because it, as I said, it makes kind of a terrible racket. So we could put the BioLite in there. And we might get some vitamin D for that. Considered poor. But these aluminum scraps, they're pretty good. Fabric scraps are good. Broken glass is good. Wire scraps goes in there. Organic, we can get omega-3. Nutrient core. Let's see here. Core balance for human growth. So I think we need that for the future. We got some copper scraps that go in there. This gives us copper and plastic for that in there. Metal scraps. Plastic scraps. Alright. Rubber scraps, so we definitely want to recycle that. I'm actually going to go ahead and recycle this bio stuff too. There we go. Yeah, see, now the reason that this thing's kind of cool is what we can do. See this tire? Tire. Great. Ah, good. Dang it. There we go. Okay, the crate's too heavy for me to put in there. This crate is not, though. But there we go. See, now we're converting all this into raw material so we can use. Come on, get in there. Nope. Back here. There we go. Come here. There we go. Alright. So we got all kinds of good materials out of that. And if we come in here, we can check the inventory. Yep, it's recycled all that. So we got some vitamin D and some omega-3, recycling some of that bioorganic stuff. And what we can do is we can actually take this cable and hook it up over here. Turn this sucker on. And then we can fabricate some stuff. So, like, for example, if we wanted to make a couple of these expanders, we can just say it needs that. So let's go ahead and craft one. We can just take this over here because we're going to want a couple. So we're probably going to want one like right here, I think. There we go. And fabricate. And it'll basically take all the parts, and then we're done. So, cool. Now what we can do is let's come over here and see about what we can repair. Get our repair thing out. We need some silicon for this one. We need... So we're short on silicon, it looks like. Yep, silicon. Silicon, silicon, silicon. We have to find a source of silicon. Same with this one. What about this guy? This one we can actually repair. So we'll repair this wind turbine. There we go. What about this guy? We can repair this one too. Oh, I see another thing over there. But what we're going to do is then we're going to put our repair tool away. Take this cable over here to this guy. There we go. Do the cable to here. And a cable to here. And there we go. And see, that will get us kind of this constant slow trickle of power down into the base. And I'm going to get rid of this thing here. Yep. Another little mean little... So what I actually think happened is I think this gray goo, whatever this is, took over like the other bots, those little smaller bots, because I think those other smaller bots were part of humanity's stuff too. Oh, one of my things went down there. Oh, no, there you go. I wanted to go down the ladder, not connect the cable to my stomach. There we go, because I wanted this bioorganic material. I'm going to pull you back from the edge, bud. Don't fall off the edge. Let's see here. I'm still looking to see if I can see the fish monster that, like, lives out here. Alright. Anything down here of interest? So all that stuff is scrappable. And I know you can get attacked by, like, these weird, like, bioorganic fish that are down there. We're not going to worry about any of this. Here, let's go up. I can turn off my light again. Go. Let's see if we can't find something that'll give us some silicon. Yeah, I think this one just goes straight down into the water. Grab those metal scraps there. Metal scraps here. Got some broken glass and stuff over here. Good. I'm not sure what that is. It's like some sort of like life pod thing. Got some plastic scrap. There's lots of little scraps and pieces around. You're going to want to grab as you can. And that recycler and the fabricator, we have both of those things on our boat starting off. But now if we come down here, which you'll notice, if I don't hurt myself from fall damage, you see, now it's charging up these batteries, as well as supplying power down here to the dock. Well, let's go ahead and heal ourselves up. There we go. There we go, and back ourselves up too. Yep, back up. Yep, go ahead and override that. Cool. Alright, so that's all good. So let's head down. Actually, we'll just take the ladder down, because that'll be faster. There we go. And then the other thing we can do, which I think I will do, actually. Let me go back up there real quick. I just thought of something that would be a good idea. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's do... Yeah, so we're going to need 2 of these things. So let's go into our fabricate, which is build B. We're going to want these. We're going to put like one like right here. And that's E. Alright. We're going to come down here. We're going to put one like down here, I think. There we go. And then that should be fine, actually. So let's hit Q. So we're going to take a cable, and we'll go from here to the ship, because we can recharge the ship's batteries. And then we're going to go back up here. And there's a whole bunch of loot in there we're going to go get, too. Just a second. We're going to go from here. Because notice, yeah. Got 20 meters total. Nope. Alright, so we want to go to there. We're going to take this one over to this guy. And then we go back down here. Because each one of these lets you basically, nope, not turn off. I want to connect a cable to that. Yep. Am I running low on cable? Okay, I am. Alright, hold on. Okay, we've run out of cable. That's what's happened. There we go. Turn on some power in here. Okay, so we're going to come over here to the fabricator. Let me grab this real quick. Let me go see if I can find one more cable. Come on, out of my way, pipe. Alright, let's see here. See if I can find a cable that'll make my life easier. But I can always make one. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Alright, so we're going to take these batteries out of here real quick. I'm sitting here thinking about it. And we'll just set them down here. Feel free to ask questions about what's going on, folks. So I can see y'all out there hanging out, watching. And welcome to the stream. We're playing a little bit of The Last Caretaker, which is a survival scavenging kind of waterworld post-apocalyptic thing going on here. Alright, so let's see here. I need to make this jump. There we go. Alright, made it. I actually learned about this stuff being up here from someone else that was playing the game. Alright. Anywhere else we can go? No, I don't think so. Alright, so let's go back down here. Go down here. There we go. And get some more of these batteries. Anything else? Yes, there's some stuff over on this side. We've got some wedding pictures, some more batteries. Come on, up here, please. There we go. Turn off our flashlight now. Save a little power for ourselves. Then... actually, I'm going to go ahead and disconnect this cable real quick. There we go. I'm going to borrow this cable real quick to get some power going to our fabrication unit. Come here, you. Yep, that's good. Turn you on. How you doing? Okay, so let's make, like, a couple of these here. So let's go, like, 1, 2, 3. There we go. And let's see here. What else can we make? Let's go ahead and make a pistol as well. And it'll queue up the parts, I believe, to make the pistol. Nope, guess not. So for the pistol, we need 1 battery cell. Let's see here. Battery cell. Add. No. Alright, so we need an alloy frame. Connector port. There's a connector port. And then we need some conduit wiring. Right there. And now once we have all that, it should go ahead and queue up the pistol. See, there it goes. Now it's making the pistol. But so one of the cool things is this thing, they have the quality of life improvement where it will pull from available inventory. And you can see it's fabricating stuff right there. It's got a great animation. Like, they put a lot of effort into this, and I appreciate it. There we go. Alright. Alright, I should charge myself real quick. Just to have some extra cable. Connect yourself. Alright. Is this got enough length that I can get out here? Not quite. Okay. Reel that in real quick. Actually, let me make a little bit more. While I'm sitting here thinking about this, I'm going to make a few more cables real quick. There we go. You're going to need a bunch. And then I'm going to come out here, and I'm going to build right here, say, one of these.
In the field, you can assemble by hand, but fabrication is faster and more efficient. There are no shipments, no resupply.
That's all I
What
wanted.
you reclaim and what you build is all that remains. Recycle.
There we go.
Construct. This is the loop that sustains the mission.
Cool.
Break.
Basically, I just want to hook up my power grid, because one, extra batteries means I can store more power.
Use your dismantle unit to break objects into trash. Defeat them.
There we go. Nope, that's not what I want. Because you can also, turn stuff off clearly. And we can do this down here. There we go. And then one more cable run, and we can get our outside power connected up to our internal power grid here. So let's go up here, do that. I still got 20 meters remaining. Come on, connect up for me. There we go. And now what should happen is our batteries will all equalize. The power coming in will charge all the batteries. And if you notice, our ship's up here in our little quest thing at the top, we've got, how much power is coming into the ship, because it wants us to store at least 3 kilowatt hours in the ship's batteries, but we're gonna go over that, which is fine by me. All right, so cool. Now let's go back down here. And then let's get onto the ship and start doing some more sorting out of things on the ship. Because we got a couple things we need to do. One, we need to get these small batteries stowed onto the ship. There we go. And then we also need to repair this here diesel engine, which we have all the stuff to repair now. And that's a diesel engine. Now, you see this? This is a cylinder. You put these into your diesel engine, and they improve the efficiency of your diesel engine. Maybe like one more laying around here somewhere. And this is like your electrical engine, if I remember correctly. Yeah, your electrical engine, and that's, it's got a cylinder on it as well. And this thing's super cool. So once we get the boat out of here, this is apparently a dredge to dredge up like raw materials. And this is like the anchor. Lots of cool little things. Here we go. Here's another diesel engine. cylinder, which can be used to improve the efficiency of our diesel engine. Basically give us a little more power, a little more speed. Imagine all that's gonna... That's not what I wanted. Onto the diesel engine, please. There we go. Which I imagine that's going to be very important when we're dealing with, like, enemies chasing us and stuff, because that definitely appears to be a thing. I'm going to take these fuel cylinders and store them below decks. Just like the batteries, these are single-use diesel canisters of diesel fuel. I'm going to put it down here. So that way, if it blows up or something, you'll make sure to take out the whole ship, you know. Because that's the safe way to do things, right, folks? Alright. Now let's go over here. We're going to grab this battery. Put it down below decks as well. I like these things as a good little emergency backup power packs, basically. Because they don't really hold a lot of power. But there we go. Move you all in the back. And when they're done, you can recycle them. Like, because again, they're single use. There we go. There. Alright. Now let's go get some diesel pumped into the diesel tank. Because we have basically a supply of diesel right here. We're going to grab these extra fuel lines. We're going to hop onto the ship with this one. And we're going to connect up to the diesel tank. There we go. And you can see we have a maximum of 2,000 liters for the diesel tank. It's not a small tank. And as part of the quest, it wants us to put at least 1,000 liters of diesel in the thing. And this thing has 2,000 liters in it. I think we can switch this to output. There we go. So we're going to drain the whole thing. And you press F to change your output of, like, do you want it to equalize? Do you want it just to output? You know, whatever. We're going to carry these little canisters with us, get a little extra diesel. I imagine long-term there's going to be some way for you to produce your own diesel or something. Maybe you'll switch over to using the electrical engines all the time. I don't know. Alright, but there we go. I think. So we've got power coming in nicely. What's our maximum in here? 6. And currently it's trying to equalize across all the batteries, so it's going to charge them all up. How are we doing on diesel fuel? We've almost drained that tank. So once we drain that tank, I'm going to reclaim this fuel pipe because, you know, I want it. But while we're here, let's go ahead and make a few things really quick. So we're going to come down here. How much cable do I have left? I have 11 meters of cable left, which is perfectly fine. So we're going to come over to here, hook up our recycler there. And I'm going to take one here and hook it up to our fabricator. That way we can turn it on, because we're going to come into here. And if we want to make some of these storage crates, we need 2 ally frames per and 1 display screen per. So let's go to ally frames. I'm going to make 1, 2, 3, 4. And display screens, we need 2. So 1, 2. There we go. What do I need for these? I need 2 solar cells, 1 ally frame, 1 connector. Because we're going to want some of these solar cells as well. But we'll get to that in a second. What I'm going to do, go into our inventory, we're going to drop it. There we go. Do the same thing with the bear. Drop it. Oh, I had more than one. These are memory items, which is for when we start getting, like, humans back. There we go. Let's see here. We're going to put this plant down. Yep. Going to drop you as well. There we go. Yep. Nope. Nope. Don't fall over. There we go. And this teddy bear will drop. Same with these nice pieces of human art. Alright, we're gonna... Oop. I'm knocking over my plant. Gonna need some more shelving in here. Some nice, you know, drawings from the kids that were apparently living on this platform at some point. There we go. Do I have any other human? Yep, we got some love letters that we'll drop. And then we got this nice watch that we're also going to drop. Anything else that is a human relic? I don't think so. So let's rotate you. There we go. That looks better. Beautiful. That's going to be our human relic area. All right, so now that we've made the parts for this, we're going to build some of these storage crates. I think I'll put those like right here. And it will just pull the parts. Or it's supposed to just pull the parts. But it didn't, so let's go pick them up. There, now it's pulling the parts. Okay. Maybe I have to do it from the fabricator to pull the parts from the fabricator. What we can do now is we can throw all of this here. I'm going to do like my bioorganics in here. Let's see here. We've got some gold, aluminum. What's this plastic? I'm going to put this Nutricore in here. Because this is apparently something important for when you're doing the human stuff. And I think this one's going to be for like raw materials. And we got a lot of raw materials. Go. Alright, so that's all in there. Good, very good. And then let me go back into here and let's assign the gun here. Because that's our electric pistol. It runs off, you know, battery, basically. In fact, what we can do is we can actually equip it out real quick, get it charged up. So we're going to connect it to pistol. There we go. You'll notice our little display screen on the pistol is charging up. So there we go. Almost done. Cool. And then we're going to reel that cable back in. And we're going to put the pistol away. And actually, I should charge myself up too. There we go. Save that cable. Alright, so let's turn on the recycler here. And let's recycle the scrap wire, broken glass. What do we get for that? We get... I need silicon. Can I recycle these glow sticks? I can. Did I get any silicon? You done? You dropped it all out there, machine? Yeah, okay. So, glass, plastic, rubber, iron, copper. No silicon. Well, that's mildly annoying, because I don't know how I'm going to repair that stuff without silicon upstairs. Alright, so let's put this away. We're going to put these away. I'm glad that they auto-stack. There we go. Alright. So, our ship's all charged up. We're all charged up. Ship's fueled up. Now, the ship could actually take a little more power, so we're going to let it charge up for a bit longer. Actually, yep, this is done, though. So let's grab this cable. We're going to reel it in. There we go. Beautiful. And let's go into our... I haven't leveled up anymore, have I? Nope. Alright, so... we're pretty far along. Ah, I knew there was one more of these electric engine parts around here somewhere. Just hadn't found it yet. I just did. Alright. Come on. On the thing for me. There we go. Beautiful. And what we'll do is we'll eventually reel in this cable at some point. First things first. I kind of want to do some improvements to the ship before we go out too far. So let's go ahead and make it back up here. There we go. Yep, override. There we go. Let's store this battery downstairs real quick. And then what we're going to do is we're going to build some solar panels for the ship. That way the ship always has a bit of power. There we go. Stay. Cool. So, I'm going to turn this off for now. Save that power. Alright, so... Oh, maybe I do need the materials on me. Let's just take everything. There we go. I wonder if I move this into here. So let's pick that up. Let's go, say, right here. And let's deposit all these. We pull from here now. What's that? Gold. Okay. What about now? Yeah, see, now it will. Okay, so it has to, guess, be near it. Alright. Still cool, though. Alright. Let's see here. So we need one of these. So I'm going to need a solar cell connector port alloy frame. So let's do like, say, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. And that should let us make 2 of these solar panels. So let's go ahead. I'm also going to make one of these, because we're going to need one of these. So we're going to go upstairs. Let's go up this side. Because my goal is to get onto the roof here. Okay, so we need 1 plastic, 1 iron. That's easy enough. We're going to go grab all those parts then. Do we need? Grab. Come on. Give me those. Thank you. I also want a couple more cables real quick. There we go. And I need... Let's see here. We'll just take 5. And where's my iron? There it is. 5. There we go. That's fine. Alright, cool. Grab these cables. And now if we go back upstairs... Before I do that, I'm going to do something to make my life a little easier. I'm going to grab one of these guys. Come with me, Bucks. Okay, come on, Bucks. Come on. We're going upstairs. Bucks? I want you to come up here with me. Come on.
Daddy, who are you talking to?
I'm talking to the box. Apparently, it's not wanting to obey me.
Wait. Box.
Yes, a box. We'll take a smaller box then.
Are you trying to open it?
No, I'm trying to use it as a step ladder.
No, it didn't let you jump on it.
Well, I didn't want to go up the stairs, more accurately, son.
What?
There we go. Alright, so let's come up here and we're going to build. And we want these lumen lights. And we're going to rotate this here. Because my goal is kind of do it like this here. So yeah, we'll fabricate that one. And then we're going to fabricate... Nope, that's all I wanted. I'm too used to left clicking for things. We're going to fabricate that one. There we go. And then we can take cable to there. Cable to there. And we'll take this, go out the side here. Nope, down, down. We're just going to go right into there. And basically, that'll give us a small trickle of power when we're out and about. Alright, but what we're going to do is save up a little power real quick. We're going to turn this off real quick. Yo! Oh, wait, there was one more thing I wanted. I almost forgot something. Good lord. I want the scrapper tool. Where is it? Scrapper tool, scrapper tool. Do I not have the scrapper tool? Yeah, scrapper tool. No, I learned the scrapper tool. Where is it? Inventory. Tool? Scrap tool? Why am I not seeing my scrapping tool? 7? 5? So that's my repair tool. Hmm. Definitely seem to be missing something. Repair tool. Flashlight. There's the dismantle tool. Use tool to scrap modules, yep. So, here we go. Interesting. I wonder why I wouldn't just bring it up. Alright, so we can just dismantle this. So there we go. So it gives us metal scrap. Makes it easier for us to dismantle large objects like these crates. Oh, I missed some stuff over here. So plastic, plastic, plastic. Alright. Broken glass. Ooh, we can dismantle the forklift. I don't need you, forklift. There we go. Some mooring ring. Don't need that. Anything else around here that's worth dismantling? I'm going to go down here real quick and just see if there's anything under the boat. Not seeing anything under the boat. Okay. Alright. But yeah, there's apparently going to be like diving around and stuff. Alright, well let's go open the dock. Can I dismantle this guy? I can dismantle this guy. But instead of dismantling, I'm going to carry this guy to the recycler.
What?
Yeah.
You're gonna recycle a guy?
I'm recycling a robot. Oh. I don't have enough cable again. Well, I don't need the fabricator in here. There we go. Sorry, bud. Need lots of resources here. Aha. There we go. I expected more out of that large crate. Ah, we leveled up. Nice. Alright, so we can unlock fabricator, diesel generator. Generates diesel from organic materials and electricity. Ooh. But let's see here. I definitely want the fuel line, the extender. I don't want the diesel generator. That's going to be the last two of my points, though. Yeah, we'll do it. Alright. Let's do enhancer, so let's go a little bit into power management here. A couple in battery. And then let's do some more weight. A few more hit points just for fun. Lifting capacity would be good. There we go. Alright. Cool. Now let's see here. What did I get from all that? Did I get any silicon? Yep, polyurethane. Yes, I did get some silicon. Beautiful. Alright. Go ahead and recycle the rest of this. What's this? Tech scraps. So that drops silicon. There we go. Got some more silicon. Wow, you're just dropping it out slowly there, aren't you, thing? Okay. And one of...
That sustains the mission. Break it, everything stops. Caretaker, nothing is wasted. Recycling and fabrication are central to your work.
Come on, I want through here. You know what, fine. Fine. There we go. Alright. Let's go grab... Because we got those little small robots, and I kind of want to see if they recycle into tech scraps. These guys here. Because if these things recycle into tech scraps, we just got ourselves some more tech scraps. I'm going to be very excited about that. That does damage. Okay. Alright. No. They did not recycle into tech scraps.
There are no shipments, no resupply.
Alright. I'm going to go repair those upper power systems real quick, just so we can keep our power grid flowing here, because I think this is going to be kind of our sort of home away from home, so to speak, when we come back from doing our runs. Going to have to recycle those guys at some point. But let's go over here, because I wanted to repair some more of these solar panels and stuff. And actually, I should, while I'm over here, I missed some little trinkets over here. Anything else? Loot-wise? Yes, I did. Look at it. I just missed all this recyclables up here. Alright, anything else of interest? It looks like it's just metals. Okay. Alright. I was looking for tech scrap, because tech scrap's important. Alright. So let's go in here real quick. The power turn off in here. I just never turned the light on. What's in here? All kinds of things to explore in this game. Oh, I'm out of power. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Come here, come here, come here. Next cell, please. Running myself out of power. Alright. Put that in there. There we go. Alright, back into here. So we can see what loot items we can find. And we got some tech scraps, which is good. Alright. To the right, we have a giant hole. Whoa! We got enemies. Out. Bad. Yeah. Eat taser. I hear you. Where'd you go? Where'd the other one go? I hear it. There it is. Get off my roof. That's not what I wanted. Because that's what this electric gun is. It's basically a glorified taser. Alright. I think we got them all. Nope. Okay, we'll go this way, since that way seemed bad. Alright. Okay, so that drops down into something. We don't know what. And same with over here. Ah. Drops into more of those guys. Yep. Stop it. There we go. Alright. Anybody else? You're just gonna hang around that corner, aren't you? You see that? It didn't want to come in here. Alright. Just one. Okay, so we can apparently melee with the pistol. It's just not very good. Got a grenade. And a very deep hole that I'm not going to go down. What's over here? Just a skylight. Alright. So we got some loot from exploring. Alright, let's put the gun away. It's not going to do us much good. Alright. There we go. And then I was going to come over here to the fabricator. I was going to make a few more of these cables, because I'm going to need, like, just a few to connect everything up. And actually, one thing I'm going to build real quick. Just so that I can run everything in here as necessary. That way I can do this. Take this one to here. Okay, well, I'll charge myself. That wasn't what I was trying to do. Nope. Stop it. Nope. Come on. Attach it to there. Nope. Connect, please. Thank you. That's what I wanted. Game. This one can go over to here. There we go. That way we've got all that powered up and can use it as needed. Alright, let's turn my light back off, save a little power for my character. And let's see if we can't repair a few more of these. Can we repair this guy? We need one more fabric. So you can see the other bases out there that we can get to. And... ah, there's that weird glowy fish thing. That's new. That was not in the demo. Where does this go? Oh. This goes over here. This looks risky. I think the rest didn't make it. Alright. So we're gonna jump into here. Oh man. Okay. Yeah. This thing bad. Get away, thing. As a side note, those apparently will respawn. We found some stuff. A little worried about getting out of here, though. Got it. Okay, we've made it over here. We gotta figure out how to get rid of that thing. Alright. So that was cool. Neat little, like, slightly terrifying jumpy spot. Can I get rid of this thing here? This is way too close to the edge. Okay, let me connect to pistol. There. I'd like to loot all that, please. There we go. Alright. I've gotten rid of the thing. Can I repair this? Ooh, I can repair this. Ooh, do I have enough fabric to repair the windmill, though? No, still one fabric short. Dang. Okay. Well, let's see here. How much? I don't have the glass for that one. Or that one. But I can repair this one. There we go. Beautiful. Alright. Any more resources around? Nope. Trying to get on top of this roof here, see if there's any resources up here. Which there are. What is this thing? Broken steel tube. What do I get if I use this? Metal scraps, plastic, metal. Nothing of interest. Okay. How about this guy? Plastic. Metal. Alright. I think we've done everything we need to here at this little base. Minus, you know, obviously we could charge up the ship more if we wanted to. Oh, there's some stuff up here we didn't grab. Let's go ahead and cut up this bag. There we go. Okay. Gonna put that away. Alright. Turn the light off, save us some power. Head back downstairs, because we've kind of done all we can really here at this point. And I'll just walk down the stairs instead of risking injuring myself. But I should heal myself while I'm sitting here thinking about it. And make it back up. There we go. There we go. I'm going to get down here and get stuff ready. Actually, first things first. I'm sorry, friend robot, that didn't make it, but you're too valuable. There we go. Alright, so we've got some wire scrap, plastic scrap. There we go. Get all that processed. Alright, I forgot we can use this to get, like, tech scrap, can't we? I keep getting, like, all these old computers and stuff are worth, like, valuable resources. Humans don't need office chairs when they're reborn. Alright, anything else? Oh, here we go. This would be fabric. There we go. Anything else that I care about? No, I don't think so. There we go. Oh. Parts still falling out of here. It's good. Got some more silicon, which we needed. Alright, let's see here. I get any more scrap out of that? No, it recycled all the scrap. Good. Good, good, good. So we got some silicon, glass, aluminum. Nice. Nice collection of things. Very cool. Alright, so let's go back down here. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to switch this cable. Because right now it's been set to allow equalization. We're going to set it to only input mode. So basically, it will not draw from the ship's battery anymore. There we go. And the ship is now basically fully topped off. So what we can do now is the final stage of this part of the quest. As we go back up here, I think. Is it up here? No, it's over here. I didn't remember where the control is. We have to do this. And that opens our big door to let the ship out. And there we go. So now, what we can do is go back up top here. And here we can see like our ship's charge, our fuel levels, time of day, compass and everything. And we can pilot the boat. And we have to hit spacebar to raise the anchor. And notice our anchor raises there in the back.
I hope that thing doesn't eat your boat.
And then if we press W, it lets us adjust the throttle, which we've set to full speed.
Daddy,
Yes, son?
I hope that the boat doesn't get eaten.
I don't think it will, bud. And there we go. We're up to 20 kilometers per hour. It is a little rainy out, though. And I'm actually going to reduce us
There's more than just machinery.
to 50% throttle.
You're home now.
There we go.
Sail forth, caretaker. Reclaim the waters humanity once commanded.
And then what I'm going to do
The path is uncertain.
is we're going to
Restoring navigational relays.
drop our net.
along the way. Beacon 49, eastward, should be your first step.
And the reason I dropped that was because that will let us trawl up extra resources. Now we're going to come back. Our steering here. We have to keep an eye out for like mines and stuff. So we're going to turn this direction here. We are getting a slow charge on power. We'll bump up the throttle a little bit. Because we've already used nearly 100 liters of fuel. what I'm going to do is probably put a few more solar panels on the roof here. There we go.
You'll need to master basic crafting skills and generate your own resources to survive. Begin by fabricating a Lumalite solar panel.
Up, up, up. I've dropped the anchor because I kind of want to see this is. Here, I want to go see what this is here. How are we doing power-wise? We are... Looks like we're not quite generating
Daddy?
more power. Yes, son?
I feel like we're in Egypt in this game now because at my destination, I can see sand piles.
Okay. Oh, this is like a resource dump. That's what that is. I was curious what that is. All right, let's see what we got here in our net. We got 7 kilograms, so if we pull that in. And what did this get us? Oh, look at all this scrap. We got some bio seaweed, which we can refine. Some metal scraps, copper scraps, wire scraps. We got some high-tech scraps. Nice. So we'll take all of that as well. And what we're going to do here is we're going to come down here to the recycler. We're going to flip her on. And we're going to throw all these scraps in here. So we'll throw the seaweed in here. Tech scraps, the rubber scraps, plastic, copper, high-tech scraps. There we go. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put down a little toy that we got. So, we're going to drop you. Nice. And then we're going to drop this book. There we go. There. And we're going to reorganize our toys a little bit. It's our human entertainment corner for when we find humans. I'm actually
Can you
gonna
find humans there?
theoretically, bud, we could eventually find humans. I'm gonna drop that there. And I'm gonna put our...
Can you talk to them?
I don't know, bud. I don't know if we can talk to humans yet. Let's throw this in here. Looks like we're gonna need none of those. Alright, so we need 2 alloy frames, another display case. So let's go with this. We're gonna add. We're gonna put it like here, I think. So we need 2 alloy frames and a display case. Display screen, sorry. 1 and 2. There we go. And I just pressed E and it made it. Alright, cool. So let's go ahead. And for these lumen lights, we need solar panel, connector ports, alloy frame. So let's go. Boop. And boop. And boop. And actually, we'll do... I want to... There we go. I think I want one more of these. Alright, so we're going to come up here. Because I'm going to add another lumen light. I'm actually going to add 2 more, because I want to keep the power going. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set this connector here. It's going to make me go and get it. Sorry, nearly hurt myself falling off there. Let's see your plastic. There we go. I also need to recharge myself here. There we go. Recharged. There we go. And now we can take this, connect to here. Nope. Let's say connect, please. And then we're going to build the Luminite. Alright. Because the parts are too far away, I guess. Okay. That's fine. We'll go grab them. So I guess there is like a range limit. Which is okay. Keep forgetting the stairs are on this side. That's one thing I definitely want, is to be able to change the layout of my boat. Like, I definitely need like a ladder or something to get up to here. Okay, so let's go Luminite. We're gonna go... Yeah, I think right here are we good? And then right here would be good.
Good job. You've successfully learned to craft and produce resources.
There we go. Do I actually have the parts for that? Let's see here. No, I don't have parts, so we'll cancel that. But we're going to go ahead and take this one to there, and this one to here, and there we go. So that should increase our power output nicely. There we go. So these should only draw power. Cool. So it's outputting a few kilowatts of power. So if we look at our thing here, it looks like we are power positive, if I'm reading this right. Fuel is still going to be an issue, but that's fine, because one of the things we can do to help save us a little more power is I'm going to come down here. I'm going to switch this guy off. And that one off. There we go. That should save us some power. And then the other thing I can do is I can improve the efficiency of our engines by adding more cylinders to them. But there we go. Oh yeah. Now we're very power positive. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Let's... Actually, before I do that, let me go drop the trawl line again. Alright, trawl line. I like the trawl line. Alright, now let's get on to our objective. Gotta hop over this crate that I've left here. Alright, you can see there's a line of what looks like mines over there. So we're gonna have to get around those. We're definitely losing a little bit of speed with the anchor still being drawn up, as well as the net being down. There's that creature. Look at this. Come look at this electric shark thing he went. Come here. Come look at this weird electric fish. Look at that thing over there.
See. See.
Look at that. Look at that weird electric, like, shark fish.
What is that?
I have no idea. There's another one.
Where?
Over there. There's one there and one there.
It looks like some sort of like electric. It looks like some sort of robotic like megalodon.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know what the explosive radius is on these mines. We're going to try and go around them because we got to get to that station over there.
Are those the mines?
Yeah, those are sea mines, son.
What's that other boat doing there?
That's not a boat. That's like an oil rig type installation. We can actually go over to it if you want.
Okay. Let's see it. Are you actually driving that?
Yeah, I'm steering the boat right now.
I thought somebody was doing it for you.
Nope, I'm steering the boat. I will say, though, having the trawling net down definitely slows us down a bit. We are losing power slowly but surely right now. What was that? Some sort of resource in the water there. Actually, we'll come back to that. we'll go straight to the objective, especially now that we've made it around the mines. There's one of those electric shark thingies in front of us, though. I wonder if these attack the boat. I hope they don't attack the boat. Stay away from my boat. Electric shark. Okay. It doesn't seem to be attacking the boat. Hello, cat. You're gonna knock my drink over. Stop. Cat was climbing up on my table. Alright. There we go. Trying to decide which side of the boat will be best to park on. The boat's definitely a little slow cruising, though. Especially because we've got the throttle maxed out right now. See some more sea mines over there. Let's see here. We definitely have to do something about our power and fuel situation. I think if we come in on the right, on the left side over there, so that it's on our starboard side, might be best. This boat definitely handles like an old trawler, low to turn.
Is here, silent and dark. The systems here sleep without power, and without their signal, we drift aimlessly. Bring back the power, and awaken the beacon's voice to guide us forward.
You know, I'm gonna be honest. The fact that we're like a little AI assistant, the way it's talking, it almost makes me feel like the machine really doesn't understand what's going on here and has kind of developed like an almost reverence for like stuff. Okay, so it looks like where we wanted to park was actually that yellow area back there. This storm is awful. See that sea mine? Yeah, that's going to be a real problem. Yeah, this looks like the dock over here. Gonna bring us down to about 40% on our throttle here. Cut it hard. See if we can't just bring her in nice and even with the dock here. Throw her into reverse. I'll pull reverse here. Drop anchor. Not my best parking job, but it will work for this. Let's pull in our... Well, we got 14 kilograms of material. Let's see what we got. Let's see here. We got some more broken glass, some wire scrap, plastic, bio waste. Yeah, we get fat from that. Interesting. Fabric, copper, metal. Nothing of, like, crazy value, but that's alright. So let's go ahead and recycle all this. There we go. Can I deposit, like, all that matches? No, I can. Deposit similar. There we go. So, polyurethane. Okay. Aluminum. There we go. You about done? Yeah. Alright. Oh, we leveled up. Nice. Deposit similar. Oh, we got some titanium this time. Carbon fiber. Some fabric. Some carbohydrates, some fat, and some protein. That's all new. So we'll put deposit similar. So, there we go. Nice. I just realized I have a grenade. I can put this grenade on my hotbar. There we go. Skills. Let's see here. Bolt pistol, versatile. So I'm gonna get this pistol. What is a spark cell? Electronic resource backpack. Small electric generator. Generates electricity from petrol. Petrol generator. Generates petrol from biomatter and electricity. Interesting. I kind of want the windmill. I want this thing. And... Yes, sir?
There's no exit in Imperium.
Yes, there is, bud. Will you press escape?
No.
See that thing that looks like a door with an arrow?
Yeah?
That's it.
That's an egg?
Yeah. That's how you quit, bud.
No, I said there's no eggs.
Oh, there are eggs, sorry.
There's no eatable eggs. This guy's... I gave him an eggplant. He said no. I asked for 2 eggs. And then I gave him egg rolls. But I couldn't find an egg.
So you get eggs from either animals or certain plants have them, son.
So you can't get them in the option of inventory.
I don't think so, bud. Take this up to 10 here for my... There we go. Alright. Turn this off now. All that. That's all off. Save some power while we can. Okay, so it wants me to restore power to this thing. We have to watch out for those electric sharks, I think. Alright, so we have a small diesel fuel tank. Got some stuff here. Let's turn on our lights so we can actually see. Got some glass and some rubber. Another poor bot that didn't make it. Oh my. Okay. We got like electric snake creatures. least the taser seems to work well against these. But it's out of power. You all stay over there. Charge up myself real quick. Just leave that there. Any more of you guys want to come play? Because I saw some more up there. So those are, that's a new threat. At least they don't seem to be very tough. They seem to be a bulk enemy. Alright. More of these little dudes. I do like kind of the area of effect. Come on. Alright. Electric pistol, not bad. Best weapon? No. Workable? Absolutely. Hey, you stop trying to run away over there. Anybody else? Alright. I suspect we're going to be doing a lot of repair work here. Okay. What the heck are those? I do not know what those blobs were, but those blobs were interesting. Anything else in here? They were like a blood red blob. Don't like. At least the electric gun seems to work on cleaning up whatever this stuff is. Oof. Alright. Missed one.
Instead of getting him, I'm just gonna upgrade their village
Okay, bud. You upgrade their village then.
with more bases.
And remember, they don't really like you building stuff in their place. Alright, now that's all, like, done. I'm gonna grab these parts here. Let's see what's in this room. We got a Healy station. Got a backup station. Alright, so now we need to figure out... You take this cable. Plug you into here. Come on. Nope, not me. Yep, yep. And then... We're gonna need... Let's see here. Build... one of these. Yeah, there's good. Grab this cable. There we go. Let's get our repair tool out. We need plastic. That's 70%. These two are in terrible shape, though. Yeah, they're... Oh. I need tons of materials here. That's fine, because temporarily what we can do is get this one hooked up. It doesn't seem to be giving us any power here. Let's grab what we can here. Alright, anything else in here we can grab? It's gotta give us steel tube, iron, okay. Okay, let's see what we can do here. We're gonna have to fix all of this to... Ooh, hello. Oh, that's... So you're going... What's that sound? It's the storm overhead. Alright. Oh, there's some metal scrap back here we can pick up. Yeah, I know, we're a little encumbered. I got it, game. Okay, so... Let me go back to the boat and get the parts I need. So I need some plastic. A lot of plastic, iron, glass, and silicone. Alright, so let's get back to the boat. While we're going back to the boat, we're going to take this with us. I do not like how bouncy the boat is getting in this storm. Alright. Okay, do I have anything to drop in here? I mean, I got this thing, but let's go ahead and put that on our diesel tank, our diesel engine here. There we go. So let's see here. Plastic scrap, copper scrap, organic material, glass. We've got some tech scraps. Nice. Aluminum. Bio dark. I don't know what that is. Okay, well that works. Let's grab some more plastic. Grab some more iron. I need silicon. I'll take the silicon. Take the fabric. Yeah, I was really working on processing that stuff. I'll let it sit there and think about that for a minute. How's our power doing? Just charging myself real quick. So we still got like 3.3 kilowatts. How we doing generator wise? Let me see what we're doing generator wise to make power here. We are netting power. Not very much, but we are netting power. Alright. Oh good, this finally finished making stuff. There we go. So let's see here. Calcium can go in here. Omega 3 can go in there. There we go. Alright. I think we have everything we need to go repair some of this stuff up here. I'm gonna take this diesel canister with me before I run off. I almost didn't make that jump. You can go in here, diesel canister. There you go. Stay. So this has to repair that. And this. So let's get 2 of these repaired. And we'll see if I have enough to repair this one. Nope, I'm short 1 aluminum and 2 glass. That's fine. There we go. He's not generating power? Why are they not generating power? What if I do this? Okay, I had to turn that on. There we go. And we have power. Beautiful. Can I pick this up? No. I was thinking if I could put that in my inventory. Alright, but we have power there, so let's open this up. Oh my. Let me go ahead and recharge my gun here. Put a little power into this here pistol. That's a lot of blobs. You can hear them in there, blobbing at us. Go and charge myself up a little bit too while I'm at it. It's a very slow trickle of power. I'm going to have to get that 3rd one repaired. And I probably want to look at maybe putting in some wind turbines too, if we're going to make this base, say, actually self-sufficient here. I could try this grenade. This is very, very slow to charge. Oh, and I still have my light on. That'll help. Turn my light off. There we go. That's good enough for now. Alright. Let's deal with these blobs. Oh. Come on, blobs. Oh. That one exploded into a blob. Let me turn my light back on so I can actually see what's going on here. These red ones are weird. They don't, like, come at me. They kind of try and hide. Oh, that's big. Now they're getting aggressive. Wow. I've burned a lot of power off my gun there. One of the things I'm going to do this. I'm going to... Come on. There we go. There we go. That's not what I wanted. Leave that door open, please. But there we go. I was pulling power straight from the outside into the gun. Yeah. Oh, my cable's too long. Oh, goodness. This is where I wish I had that bolt gun. Oh, my goodness. Look at how high up they are. They're just all over the place. Kind of just want to turn the lights on. Come on. Come on. Finish charging up, pistol. Thank you. There we go. Power. There we go. Come on. That's that one down. There we go. What about this one up here? Got him. Jeez. Things are kind of everywhere. They do not... I do not like, you know, ceiling blob. I do like how quickly this deals with those little poppy things there, those little crawly bugs. Oh, we got some more grenades. Come back here. Oh, we got a bunch of blobs down here. The main thing about this thing is it does have an AoE. It's basically like an AoE taser. Get you on? So much loot down here. There we go. Alright. Is that like security level 3 or something? All kinds of new things right here. We are slightly encumbered, though. You have to go back to the... There we go. Get some lights on in here. So let's head back to the boat to get things... More up there. Alright. I'm gonna have to get, like, the long-range gun. Hold on. They're out here now. Good lord. Alright. Come on. Stay on the boat here. There we go. Get myself a little bit. Back up, just because we're back at the boat. Okay. Alright. Let's go drop some stuff off here. Because we got a whole bunch of scrap. Wire scrap. Copper scrap. More glass. More of this bio dark, which apparently produces calcium. Metal scraps. Organic. Fabric. Plastic. Bio light. Nice. These tech scraps, though, they're really nice. Now we got some physique fuel and some high-fat fuel. Interesting. Aluminum scrap. Yes, we need aluminum scrap. Alright, so let's see here. Let's put the stuff that matches in here. And these fuel items. There we go. While you sit there and think about what you've done. Alright, let's come over here. Let's drop that. That one looks different than the other two. What's up with this one? It's cylinder booster. Oh. Are these cylinders different? That's a diesel cylinder booster. Okay, now I'm curious. Hold on. Hold on. Alright. What's this do? Tier 3, diesel cylinder in cylinder. Basic. Booster. Engine module / engine booster. I'm not sure what these do. Ooh, we can get a flamethrower pistol. Battery cell. You know what? I'm gonna make this backpack thing here. Let's go over here. So, all right. So let's see here. First things first. I want to make this. Oh, we can make the pistol now. So let's get the pistol. We need a storage cylinder. All right. We need a cooling regulator. Where is it? Cooling radiator. There we go. We'll make the pistol. And apparently we need a magazine. And then we need some ammo. Gonna make like... Okay, so it's making them 12 at a time. Alright. There we go. And then I wanted to see... Where's this backpack thingy? Okay, what do we need for that? We need a battery pack. Battery cell, sorry. And then we need connector ports. And then we need this thing. There we go. I'm gonna make all that. I'm gonna take this pistol off here for now. Okay, it won't let me replace it. Alright. That's fine. Yeah, see, now we're draining power. It's nice that it gives us this little power draw thing down here. Alright, so this is all done. Let's go ahead and turn this off. There we go. That should reduce our power draw for a bit. Deposit all the stuff in there that matches. What do we have left here? Okay, so we still got some more bullets, and then the backpack thingy. I just now noticed it actually shows you the production queue on the screen. That's very... Alright, good job, guys. Good job, developers. And this is the actual backpack thing? I'm curious what this backpack thing does. That takes a while to produce that. Oh, nice. I just realized those lights up there are your progress bar in production. I just realized that. There we go. Alright, let's grab all this. There we go. Gotta turn that off. There we go. That should reduce our power nicely. So let's go ahead and switch this out to the pistol. And... how do I put this? Yep. Okay, so this is like our consumable battery. I'll just take this one. And then equipment. Backpack. What's that do? Oh, hold on. Oh, I see what this is. this like a battery pack on our backpack? I think it is. Okay. Good to know. Actually, I'm going to make one more thing here. So let's go ahead. I'm going to make one of these. So I'm thinking, like, back here, we're going to do something like this. There we go. Cool. Nope. You should escape that. And then we're going to work on making, I think... I want to see if I can make a couple of these small wind turbines here. Let's see here. What do we need? We need turbine blade, connector port, alloy frame. So let's go... Let's see here. Where's my turbine blade? Turbine blade. So let's go like 1, 2. Connector ports. 1, 2. And then alloy frame. 1, 2. There we go. And then I want to build like 2 of these guys. Because what I'm thinking is we're going to go like here. And like here. There we go. Okay. Alright, it's making me go pick up the parts. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yep. Okay, so we're gonna go cable. 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 Oh, I need more cable. Keep running low on cables. Alright, come here. Let's see here. Give me 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll just take 4 of those. I'll give you 20 more feet of cable, or meters of cable. There we go. Alright. Missed one. Come on. There we go. What was that sound? There we go. Alright, let's see how that's doing for our power. Now. Oh, yeah, that's much better. Much more positive now. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Oh, God, what the heck is that? Oh, God. I'm being attacked. Yeah, water bad. Don't go in the water. Oh, we can switch ammo out on this thing. I just now realized. Oh, this works much better. Does ricochet a little bit. I hear you. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. What are you doing on the light there, little critter? Okay. Weird. Alright. There's one. Missed. Alright. This gun feels a lot better. Oh, we have a light switch. Never mind. Yeah, that's all right. We have power there. Alright, missing. We need ID badge. Ooh. You're trying to get at us. Alright. So let's keep going up, I guess, looking for ID badges. Oh, hello. this way for a second. Because I'll just use my regular. I'm just going to go melee today. I can see the difference for the different pistols, though. There we go, we got it. I don't like that hole in the ground. Alright. Now we've got another one here. Oh good, we can just hold down the button. Get all those parts and pieces there. For some reason I just feel like up here is where we're supposed to be trying to get to. Oh. That's a slight problem. Okay, we can make the jump. Alright. That one did not make the jump, though. Okay, this is going to be a tough jump here. Nope. Oh, good. Okay, well. Now we can see what death is like. Augustus. Jesus, cat. Okay, I'm encumbered. Alright. Oh, wow. So that resets you really far back. Okay. Alright, so it really is actually a save point. Well, there we go. At least it was back just before I did all the crafting is what it was. Let's drop that real quick. Let's put it this way. Alright, well folks, I think we're gonna maybe call this episode there, this stream here, because that was kind of a loss of progress there. I'm gonna take a little break. But anyways, now this has been The Last Caretaker. I kind of like what they're doing with it.
Subscribe.
So don't just crash into my stuff. My kid. His heart's in the right place, but, you know, we're not there yet. Anyways, so this has been The Last Caretaker, brought to you by, we're being played by Thalan McRom here. It is a survival game where you're a robot trying to restore humanity, and it's kind of like Raft in the sense that you're living on a boat and dredging up stuff from the water and whatnot. So, lots of interesting things they've got going on here. Game runs well. I'm enjoying it. So, if y'all are enjoying it, let me know. For those of you who came by and hung out and chat with me, cool. Thank you for coming by. And for those who watch my videos, thank you all. For my Patreons, also thank you guys. Everybody helps out nicely, and it's great. But we'll catch you later. And I might stream this some more, maybe do it as a series on the channel. We'll see. But I do enjoy the gameplay of this. But we'll catch you all in the next episode. We'll catch you all next time. Thank you all for stopping by. Why don't you come over here after you just threw up on the floor? No.